Here we go. Conference championship week done. Jesus, that ate me up. Dom, how are we feeling?
I've had a mixed bag this last few days. Let's just say I was an hour after we finished filming. It was announced that Mike McCarthy was the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think I had a 3-hour long crash out. And then on Sunday, the Rams lost, so I then promptly stopped watching sports for a little while, and just kind of was alone with my thoughts. So it was a rough couple days there, and now I'm doing a lot better. You know, 5 stages of grief. 5 stages of grief. I'm to the acceptance portion at this point, and we'll get into all that here in a bit.
Yeah, we'll get to Mike McCarthy, and I will say I was pretty happy to be a part of, at least be around for the beginning of that crash out.
Yeah,
that was fun for a little bit.
I've had a roller coaster of emotions.
Well, not at first it wasn't.
No, at first it was very flat,
there was very clear emotions on that from the jump there.
But I'm doing a lot better now. As my thoughts have cleared, I've talked to some people, talked to myself, read a whole lot of stuff, and I have my opinions, and we'll get into that later here. But how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Had a good weekend.
One of us had to.
My weekend was just fine. I was having a great time.
Yeah, well, and then the snowstorm came, and we were both snowed in for several days. I think I was finally able to leave Wednesday morning to go to work for the first time.
I was able to get my car out on Tuesday. I was concerned about it.
Yeah, it took me about 2 hours of being finicky, and I finally got it out.
Yeah, mine wasn't as bad. I wasn't parked in a bad spot like you were. You sent me a picture of that, and you got
terrible spot.
Yeah, you got buried. I did not.
Yeah.
And I was able to punch it just enough to get over the mound of snow behind my car. And then we were off to the races. I was scared for the next 2 days, though, because it all froze over and none of the parking spots got plowed in my complex here. So it was a little stressful going, well, I guess I'm going to park here, and hopefully it'll be out tomorrow. But we're good now. They just finished clearing everything out today. Just checking again out there. Everything's cleaned up, so we're back. And now it's just cold as shit, and
it's brutal.
Snow everywhere.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I hate it.
All the roads in Pittsburgh, garbage. So it's just,
and that's even without the snow.
Exactly. And I don't even drive an all-wheel drive car, so I'm just hoping and praying every time I leave this house.
Yeah, it's not fun out there driving in that fucking mess. All right, well, let's get into these games here since we haven't done that yet. So, AFC Championship game. If you watched all of this, good for you. If you were smart and took a nap.
You didn't miss anything.
No, that was a tough watch.
If you fell asleep after the Broncos' first drive and woke up midway through the third quarter, you essentially watched the whole game.
Yes.
Only difference was you saw snow when there wasn't snow before.
Yeah, pretty much. That would have been the only confusing thing. Yeah, no, I wish I would have taken a nap for this one.
There was like 4 missed field goals in this game.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Yeah, it was a rough one out there. Denver had one good possession the entire game.
Mm-hmm. First drive, and then outside of that, it was nothing. I mean, this game was close like I thought it would be. Just not really how I thought we'd get there.
Yeah, it was ugly. It was a very ugly game.
Yeah, I mean, not too much to take away from this one. I mean, New England gets the job done. That's really it.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I don't know. It's just another concerning Drake May effort, even before the snow kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And he finished with 86 yards.
Yeah, he had a lot of rough spots in this one. This playoff as a whole hasn't been his best performance on the season.
No.
So
not even a little bit.
A little concerning going into the Super Bowl playing what a lot of people feel is the best run defense. So
yeah, he's got
a lot of questions coming their way.
He's gotten progressively worse in the playoffs. He hasn't been over 60% completions. He was 17 of 29 for 268, 1-1 against the Chargers, and then was 16 of 27 for $179 against the Texans. Had 3 touchdowns in that, but again, they were getting a lot of short fields in that. Was touchdown numbers and are a little inflated. Yards are a little deflated there, but still just been a weird playoffs. And then again, even with the fourth quarter snow, like he wasn't good.
Yeah.
In that game against Denver. And like, yeah, I get it. This has been a gauntlet of defenses, but it's not getting easier in another 10 days here.
No, you're like I just said, you're about to go up against back-to-back 2 of the best defense in the NFL. So if you struggled against Denver, it's probably going to be the same thing against Seattle. Biggest difference is Seattle is a much better offense, as we saw in the Sunday night game. So you got to pick your battles in that one and how you're going to play. And you just need to hope Jerry is healthy and can make the necessary changes and adjustments for this game.
No weather to bail you out on this one here.
Nope, not at all.
That's really all I got on that game. That was tough to talk about, let alone.
Yeah. I mean, positives. Stephon Diggs is going through his first Super Bowl.
That's true.
If you look at him football-wise, anything outside of football.
Yes, we are talking about the football player, Stephon Diggs, not the person.
Not the person.
Just so everybody's clear.
That's good. Vrabel has led this team to a Super Bowl in his first year. That's a lot to take away. A lot of good things coming out of the New England side here. So excited for them, very happy for them, but nervous for what's coming there.
Yeah, I think you are cautiously optimistic as a Patriots fan. Because there's really no reason you should be here, but you're here.
No,
and that's a testament to and that's a testament to Vrabel, and like I said, you want to be rooting for you guys and you want to think you have a chance, but you are crossing fingers here, it feels like, for sure.
Maybe a couple of toes.
Anything you can. And then the night game. An actually fun football game. Real football was played.
3 for 3. Wish it ended slightly different. Obviously, I wish Stafford had a chance to have a final drive where they get down there. Never got to see that. They stalled out at the 4-yard line, couldn't punch it in, and Seattle never gave the ball back after that.
It was they got it back. They got the. I mean, they.
Oh, technically 17 seconds. 17 seconds, I forgot.
Just saying.
In that 17 seconds, they drove halfway down the field.
That's fair.
He only needed like another 15 seconds. 30 if we're being...
I mean, to be fair, I mean, Seattle at that point is just going, I mean, we're not giving up the big play.
Sure. But
so
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, it did feel a little weird game management-wise at the end of that game from McVay. Yeah. The timeout he took, what was there? Like right around 3 minutes left. Then was thinking about challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just drop the challenge flag. Don't even waste your time calling a timeout. It's the same thing. You're either winning the challenge or you're losing a timeout. But once you call timeout and then think about throwing the challenge flag there, like if they get it wrong, then they're out of timeouts and the game's over. Essentially. Like, that was just like the one weird thing that he could have, I think, given them a better shot at it.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that's like the only real knock on anybody in that game. Aside from that, I mean, Stafford was, again, incredible. 22 of 35, 374, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and a 127 rating.
He's going to give you a chance in every game he plays in. And he's shown that throughout the last 3 years since leaving the Super Bowl. If he's healthy, he's giving you a chance. So, if he doesn't win MVP this year, I will say it is malpractice.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, he definitely should win the MVP this year. And by the same logic, last year's MVP was a sham. But on the flip side of the ball, Sam Darnold answered the call.
He did.
He's not looked great in a month, and he showed up for this one. Best game of his life as a professional.
Probably.
Like,
I mean,
especially
position-wise, statistically, probably not. But I mean,
he was pretty. I'm going to pull that up in the meantime here. But yeah, 25 of 36 for 346, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
I mean, just in the moment, did everything he needed to do, got the job done, and then some. Talk about putting your team in the best position to win. He really helped them get there. So,
yeah, and Kubiak was on one for sure with his play calling in that game.
He's trying to get a head coaching job. So,
yeah, or he can come to me as an OC.
I don't think that's happening.
This is his career high against Green Bay last year.
How many TDs is going that one?
3 TDs, 1 pick.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's just so bad. I thought that
I know, right? And a 116 rating in that game. He had a higher rating in this game.
Okay. So it's
kind of
wishy-washy. Well, if that's the case, this is definitely a better performance because of the setting.
Leading your team
to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
I mean, 100%. Like, again, I was going to say even just like remove the stakes of the game. It felt like it might have been his best game, but especially given the stakes, massive game. And JSN, phenomenal again. 10 for 153. The dude's been unreal all year.
Yeah.
He's absolutely insane.
He's at that point that we saw in college, and it's translated to the NFL at this point. So it's great to see.
Yeah. Again, I mean, I think we brought it up before, the whole thing when Olave and Wilson were asked who's the best receiver on this Ohio State team, and they went, that guy. It's him. And they, using him all the time. It's a really easy team to root for. I mean, both these teams really are, I feel like, for the most part. I mean, Puka's gotten himself into some trouble lately, but
I mean, it sounds like the Rams staff has gotten themselves into some trouble.
That was the other thing, too, yeah. Taking shots at Cooper Kupp in that one then, too. Reported heated exchange on the elevators down to halftime.
Yeah, between
absolutely insane.
Some coaches there, so don't love that.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
but allegedly McVay and Stafford are cool and all that. Kupp has nice things to say about them.
Didn't say them by name.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, no, that was not a great look. Um, but again, new coaches, good defense and running game seem to be back in vogue here. It's two teams doing that, getting to a Super Bowl. I mean, granted, both of these quarterbacks can definitely throw the rock. Saw one of them do it this weekend, but no, I mean, this is going to be a really fun Super Bowl, I think. Just early thoughts on it there. Is that this is going to be a fun one way or the other. It might not be the prettiest game, but for the sickos of the world like us, like I think we're going to have fun with this one no matter what.
Do you think we get another blowout game, or do you think it's going to be close?
I think this is going to be a tight one. I think this is going to be one of those lower scoring. Again, yeah, way too early read on it. I would go lower scoring, but really exciting because scoring is gonna be coming at a premium, but also probably big plays if I had to guess.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like a deep shot from Drake May, Shaheed getting loose, Travion Henderson breaking one off, Shaheed in the kick and punt returns, that becoming, him breaking one of those off, JSN getting loose, like it does feel like a game that not going to be a ton of touchdowns, but they could be big plays, very big plays.
Okay. So we're feeling like Steelers Seahawks 2005 kind of vibe.
In terms of scoring?
Both. I mean, almost all the touchdowns that game were big plays. The Heinz Ward.
Oh yeah, that was the double pass in that one. Yeah, I can see that. What was the final of that one? 24-21? Something like that?
21-17, I think.
21-17? I was going to say, I feel like I would go right around there for score.
That's what I was
like a 2017, 21-17, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully something
21. I would end up being 21-10. Yeah, I thought it was closer based on all the talk about that game.
It was a long time ago. That's been 20 years ago. Ooh.
I don't want to talk about it.
Good God. That hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
At all.
And then the other Steeler game, the Steelers-Cardinals game, that was not necessarily a low-scoring affair. 27-23. That was Super Bowl 43.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, that was the James Harrison one there. Yeah, I was gonna say even like the first Patriots-Giants one.
Was that 17-13?
I think that was 2017.
27. I knew it was like a final less than one score game.
Yeah, because that was. Was that 2008?
2008. I think it was the year after.
42, right? Now it was 2 years. 14 was the final on that one.
Is that not what I said? 17-14?
Something like that. I don't know. I said 2017. Whatever. I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it was 2 years after the first Steelers one because it was Steelers Colts. Right? Yeah.
What are you talking? How can it be the Steelers Colts? Same division.
No. Steelers, Colts, Giants, winners.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. All I was saying was that the Giants Patriots one wasn't the year after.
Correct. Yeah.
The Steelers that first one there of the millennia. Completely lost my train of thought now. Thanks for that.
No, my bad. Whatever.
No, but yeah, like I said, I don't know. It should just be a fun game, one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's get into this coaching stuff here before we get too wrapped up into this Super Bowl game. We got all week next week to do that.
Yeah, it's going to be something.
So, you already alluded to it there. Mike McCarthy officially named the next head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
Do you want to take us through that whole roller coaster here?
Yeah, so sitting here, minding my own business, notification pops across my screen. I threw my phone. My girlfriend, concerned, asked me what's wrong. And I basically allude to the fact that I don't want to do it anymore. So, just a lot of negativity coming out at first because, again, I'm only given the front forward information at the time. McCarthy's the head coach. They only interviewed 3 guys, McCarthy and enough to pass the Rooney Rule. And I'm like, well, that sucks. So, a lot of negative emotions initially. And then just kind of sit on it. Because, obviously, I was rooting for Shula. It made a lot of sense to me. And plus, I knew he could bring in a good staff around. Or, again, that's what, in my mind, what I created. Information has since come out that Shula bombed his interview, basically. And that's kind of like known league-wide. It's not just like the Steelers. He just interviewed pretty poorly. And same with Shieldhouse. But they're both super young guys. And unfortunately, I don't think they wanted to take the Steelers in the immediate direction that the Steelers front office wants it to go. So the organization just had differences of opinions. And that's a question you had asked initially in an interview like that. Where do you want this roster to go? Where do you want this team to go? What direction do you think we need to go to get to a Super Bowl? And I think they had 2 different answers, and neither were what the Steelers wanted. I think McCarthy, unfortunately, does offer the best solution to what the Steelers do want, which is to develop their next quarterback of the future. I think it is, unfortunately, and I literally hate the fact that I'm at this point now, 5 or 6 days removed from this, is that I think it's their perfect situation. Not necessarily my perfect situation. I think it is their perfect situation for the future. You have McCarthy 5 years max. In that 5 years, you hope to find your future quarterback, have him grow and develop the quarterback, because that is what he is known for, and that is what he do that. And when he leaves, you have the roster built out around that quarterback. Because again, he's done it so much already. I will give him that. I cannot deny him that he's able to grow and produce not only the quarterback, but the offense itself. And he talked about in his presser, and very, very passionate about growing this offense out. And he is bringing in a lot of smart coaches around him. And he's already, in my opinion, built a better staff than Tomlin had. Because Tomlin didn't want to give voices to other positions, like his voice, like the way things are done. McCarthy's giving other options, other coaches the opportunity. That's what it seems. And he's kind of even growing the coaching staff beyond the standard 10 names that are on it. I like that from McCarthy. I like that he's willing to do that. Which is a weird feeling when on Saturday I was ready to no longer root for this team, and now I'm like, all right, I can get on board. I don't love it, trust me. Part of me hates it, but I've accepted it. Again, 5 stages of grief, acceptance. That's where I'm at, and I'm moving forward.
Fair enough. I honestly agree with one part of what you said.
That's
and that is he is bringing in a good staff, at least on paper so far.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the staff looks like it's going to come together. The quarterback development thing, has he?
I mean, he developed Rodgers. He helped.
I mean, Rodgers was
better.
Also, like, he got his first year in Green Bay was Rodgers' second year. His second year behind Favre.
Mm-hmm.
And then McCarthy's second year was when Rodgers became the starter there. So, I guess you can give that to McCarthy. I don't know. I feel like that's not only McCarthy. Is at least what I'm saying there. That's definitely not just him. And then
it's never only just him, but he's also.
But Dak threw for 4,900 yards the year before Mike McCarthy got there.
Sure. What was that?
So,
it's not his rookie.
No. That was his. He was drafted in 2016, so that was his what?
Yeah, he's been year.
That was year 4 of Dak.
Year 3 or 4. Yeah.
4. That would have been year 4. I mean, he got hurt his third year, but yeah, he threw for 4,900 yards the year before Mike McCarthy got there, and
then in Mike McCarthy's
has thrown for 4,500 yards since he's been gone.
Yeah, but his final year there, he also threw for 4,800 and been the second MVP voting. I'm not putting that much on McCarthy. I'm just saying McCarthy helps quarterbacks get to their full potential from what I've seen.
So
reading
just with Dak here, just for the sake of it. So 2019, the year before Mike McCarthy got there, he throws for 4,900 yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 picks.
Mm-hmm.
With where's his passer rating? 99.7 rating. McCarthy's first year, 2020, was the cramp year when he shattered his ankle.
Oh, well, can't throw that away.
So throw that one away. The next year, he threw for
Rush.
I'd have to double check that. Sounds right. But they started the year 2 and 3 that year.
Yeah.
And then they were drafting what? I mean, they won 6 games that year? 7?
Was that the year they drafted Micah?
That would have been the year that they drafted Micah, the 21 draft.
They drafted 12.
Yeah, but then they traded up, didn't they? Didn't they? I thought they jumped the Eagles
Micah
to get
just fell. I don't think so. I'll check it out. Continue your thought.
Or was it the Eagles moved up to 1 behind the Cowboys or something there? Because they didn't think that was I don't remember.
The Eagles drafted.
I know they were close.
Yeah, continue.
Is that what that was? I don't know. But anyway.
I'm pretty sure.
And then the next year he goes for 4,400.
Okay, so sorry, here it is. Eagles traded up in front of the Bears to draft Devontae Smith. The Eagles jumped up in front of somebody to draft Devontae Smith. Somebody traded back with I think it was the Giants. Bears and Giants flipped. Bears straight up draft Justin Fields. Michael Parsons falls straight into Dallas's lap. That's exactly what happened. Because Surtain goes 9. This draft is loaded, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, 2 busts at quarterbacks. Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Penei Sewell, Jason
That was
Horner,
the insane receiver class.
Insane. Devontae Smith goes 10. Justin Fields 11. Parsons 12. Rashawn Slater 13. Elijah Vera Tucker 14. Mac Jones 15. Jalen Phillips is in the draft. He goes 18.
Najee, Travis Etienne, Darisaw, Newsome.
Rashad Bateman's in this draft. Gregory Rousseau, Dafe Owe. Just big names in that first round.
Landon Dickerson was in the second round of that draft. Christian
Yeah,
Barmore.
him going first. Richie Grant, Javon Morig, Walker Little, Asante Samuel Jr., Aaron Banks is starting guard. There's Sam Cosme's a starting guard.
Creed Humphrey.
I
forgot about that. He was in that one.
Yeah, the draft is absolutely loaded. But again,
yes.
Besides the point.
Yeah. But my thing is just like, I don't know. I don't really buy Mike McCarthy as a quarterback guru.
I think guru?
Well, you know what I mean, or like as like this developing guy. Like
I think he's going. I think he's just going to help them find their next quarterback, and he's going to have a staff that's going to help develop that quarterback as best as possible. I mean, look at his staffs that he's.
I just don't think there's anything that shows that he's capable of finding a quarterback.
I mean,
both of his head coaching situations
better than what they had prior is what I'm saying.
Well, I agree with that.
Yeah, and they weren't going to get that with Shieldhouse, and they weren't going to get that with Krashula. They weren't going to get that with anybody else that they were interviewing. That's simple as that.
That's fair, and like you said, they, two different thoughts on where this team should go kind of thing. I think there is a little bit of delusion from the Rooney family that
I agree.
This roster is good enough. And you have these other guys coming in and saying, yeah.
When I was speaking, I wasn't saying it as like, this is my thoughts. I was just saying, these are the thoughts as to what they wanted, and this is the thoughts as to what these coaches wanted. Coaches wanted a different path. They wanted to sell off pieces, move the team in a younger direction. And if that means to be bad for a year or two, that's what it means. I don't believe that Rooney's wanted to go in that direction. I don't believe that their organization was willing to go in that direction. So that is why they moved to McCarthy, who was willing to do what the Rooneys wanted, while also focusing on finding youth within the position of the quarterback. Now, if my feelings all hinder on one thing, and that is if Aaron Rodgers comes back to play for another season. If he does, I'm pissed. No question. I'm pissed.
I was just going to say, I think that's a massive reason that they went with McCarthy.
I think it's a bullshit one because I actually don't think him and McCarthy have a good standing relationship. I don't
think Rodgers has a good relationship with anybody, but at least he knows he'll have control over McCarthy, and he's comfortable with that.
I think
it gives them a better shot of Rodgers coming back. I think that's definitely true. How big of a change that is, I don't know, but I think it moved the needle enough for at least the Steelers to go, okay, well, we want to bring this guy back. We don't like any other options. We don't want to have to move picks for Mac Jones. We don't really have the money to shell out for a couple of these guys that might be free agents.
They have the money. It just doesn't make sense. They're top 10.
Where are they at on cap space?
Are they this year? Right now?
Do they have stuff coming off the books? Because I know they've had the number one paid or most expensive defense in the league for 5 or 6 years in a row now.
Yeah. So I think they're $38 million, but they can create another 25 pretty easily, as they should once everything gets settled. And it depends. Another part of that is what's Cam Hayward doing? Is he going to retire? If he retires, then that's another $16 million off the books. So there's a lot of moving pieces that they have to wait on. And once they get word as to what's going on, then they can start having a full-fledged plan. But it's do you want to invest in Malik Willis as a quarterback going forward? He's shown flashes, but is it that promising? Is it worth investing what the Jets just did with Justin Fields? Is that what you want to do? So, as an organization, I don't think they're willing to do that. So there's a lot of dependencies. I think they're more willing to draft a quarterback in the second, third round and see where it goes for them. So I think a lot of it hinders.
But again, you're still getting stuck in that hamster wheel that you've been on for like the last 10 years. Just flatly, I feel like you ended up with a worse version of Mike Tomlin. He's just an offensive guy. That's the only difference.
Again, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just at the point where I'm accepting it. I'm enjoying the fact that the coaching staff is going to be different, that the vibes might be different on offense for the first time in a decade. And I'm going to enjoy this brief moment that I'm going to have. Because I know in an instant my mood's going to change. And that's that. So if Scott Tolzien gets announced as the offensive coordinator, I might do backflips. That's kind of at the point I'm with. And I'm not joking. But
that's fair.
I
what are you going to do if it's Todd Haley?
He's dead. He's not dead. He's co-head coach or something for an XFL team. I don't care about Todd Haley. He's not coming around. They've brought in like 3
him back into the mix just for shits.
They've brought in 3 or 4 guys. They're all pretty young.
You're going to accept it now until we get to mid-October and you're staring 7-10 right in the face. Meaning,
I'd accept 7-10. 7-10's different.
In what, draft 18?
No. You guys went 7-10. You're drafting 13, 14. So
fair enough. But we don't need a quarterback. Is what I'm saying.
7-10 next year at 13 gives you ammo to move up and get a quarterback. I'll take that.
How often do the Steelers do that, though?
Do you think they would? Yes.
That's fair.
I do.
You think they would?
I do. Omar Khan? Yeah, I do. He's a little more aggressive than the past GMs we've had in this organization, so I think he would.
Yeah.
It's a different type of system that they've put in place, so it's not the old heads that are stuck in the past. The only old head at this point that's stuck in the past is Rooney, so. And that's going to change.
Yeah, that's why you end up with
hand it down to Dan.
With a fellow Yenzer coaching this team.
It's fine. Okay, let's move on to other bad head coaching decisions.
Yes, we've had several of them. Which one do we want to go with, honestly? Because I think they're both
let's just
bad.
I think they're both worse than McCarthy. I told you almost immediately my feelings on it. I mean,
they're all bad.
I know. They're all bad. So I think Joe Brady getting promoted to the Bills head coach is bad because it changes nothing. It changes.
Yes, no, it's weird. It's super weird too.
Very strange.
Especially after the Bills press conference with Pagula and Bean. Mm-hmm. Like, it makes no sense. So the Bills promote Joe Brady. Fine, I guess, like, removed from everything, sure. You're taking the guy that Josh Allen has a good relationship with. He's coaching the offense. James Cook just led the league in rushing yards. Like, sure. Do I think it's the right move even in that setting? Probably not, but fine. But you go back and you listen to the press conference with Pagula and Bean, and Pagula is saying he wasn't really thinking about firing McDermott until he walked into the locker room after that loss to the Broncos, and he says Josh Allen is sobbing. It's like inconsolable. Other players are completely distraught. Like, everybody's falling apart. And he realized in that moment, okay, we need a new voice in here. Like, we can't be this broken over a divisional round loss.
So they put in a voice that's already there.
Promote one of the guys that's been in the building, who was there for it. What? Like, that makes no sense.
That doesn't change the atmosphere. That doesn't create a change within the locker room.
It's not a new voice. It's just
you're making
one of your voices louder.
Yeah. And I doubt it's the right voice, because you're also not changing anything else in that locker room. You're not changing other coaches. That coach already has an offense system that he wants to run.
Yeah.
So there's just nothing going on there. The turnover's awful. It just shows that Bean has full control of the team, basically. And that's that. If anybody should have gotten fired, it should have been Bean. And we saw that completely.
And he got promoted.
Presser. Yeah, Jesus, that's going to be a nightmare.
I mean, again, the Bills lose another playoff game, and they turn right back into the Bills again. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, just the other thing from that press conference is Pagula saying that the Keon Coleman draft pick was a coach's decision.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Bean's choice? The coaches were really pining for him.
And Bean's on camera saying, so if he's there, we're taking him no matter what. And then Brady today in his presser stated,
aside from any of that with the Bean side of it, who does it make more sense is pounding the table for a receiver in round one? Sean McDermott, the defensive guy, who knows that there's holes on that defense, or Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, wanting to get Josh Allen a receiver?
I mean, it's Joe Brady, and he said it today in his presser. He's like, I wanted him, and they got him.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
So, like, if you're saying he's a bust in your press conference, but he's not Bean's fault, it's the coach's fault. Actually, the guy that really wanted him, you get to be head coach now.
It just, nothing makes sense in Buffalo.
None of it makes any sense. Like, the whole process was just so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not, and this isn't even me calling Joe Brady a bad coach, bad head coach, whatever. Obviously, we don't know that. Mm-hmm. I'm calling the process bad, the situation's bad.
Yes.
And Joe Brady's now a fall guy. If it does not work this year, I guarantee you they just let him go, and he walks and goes in as an OC for a year or two. Mm-hmm. It's an immediate, like, hey, you got one chance at this. Find success. Mm-hmm. If not, we're moving past. Quickly.
Depending on what New England does, I think there's a real possibility like his deadline could be Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean potentially.
Because it's the Bills.
Yeah. I mean, if they have one down year, it's going to be over really quick for Joe Brady, and that's unfortunate because, like I said, I do think he's a good coach. He's smart. He could have had other opportunities in other places, which probably would have yielded him a further leash, but he opted to stay in Buffalo, which, again, why wouldn't you? It's Josh Allen. It's one of the top 3 best quarterbacks in the NFL. Ton of talent there, and you want to bring talent back into this city, so that's kind of your goal there. But, man, it's going to be a tough environment for him going.
For sure. Yeah, no, the other just little piece of that I enjoyed was everybody saying, like, man, Harbaugh would have known that the Bills job was going to come available, or some of these other guys that took jobs right away, like Stefanski down in Atlanta, like, oh, man, if they knew that the Bills job was going to open up, do you think they would have waited? Not with any of that fucking mess going on right now.
No, because
not these guys that have coached
that
before.
Plays a factor. Yeah, that plays a huge factor in where you want to go. You don't want to deal with an owner like that.
No, not at all. And then speaking of horrendous ownership,
Mm-hmm.
Browns hired Todd Monken, and now everything's going to shit
That
in
felt
Cleveland.
so
More
out
than it
of
already
left.
was.
Yeah, that felt so out of left field when I read that yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Because all signs Tuesday were leading up to being Shield House. Everybody felt like it was going to be that. And then Tuesday morning,
It was going to be either him or Schwartz.
Yep. And then out of left field, it's Todd Monken. They want to stay offensive minded. Okay. And they felt like bringing in Monken was going to keep Schwartz. Schwartz immediately goes, well, you guys just pulled the rug out from under me. I don't want to coach here anymore, basically. So you did all of that. You turned people down because they didn't want to keep Schwartz on. All that just to lose him anyway. So you passed on other potential candidates just to miss out on Schwartz. Still, because you didn't want to promote him. That might have been the only thing you should have done because it made sense at that point. Because he has that much respect for the Browns defense, that much respect for Myles Garrett. At that point, if you don't want to lose the locker room.
Right, and you were never going to get one of the top guys.
No, because your quarterback situation is such a mess. Although you do have a Pro Bowl quarterback, congratulations.
Not even just the quarterback mess. It's just like, how are you going to get good coaches to come there? Yeah. You weren't going to get that anyway, especially when you're like, okay, yeah, we'll give you the job, but you have to keep this guy. No, they were obviously going to turn that down. Yeah, and
I respect.
You try to have your cake and eat it too. There, yeah, 100%. I'd be on Schwartz's side for that one. He's probably the only dude that actually wanted that job.
Mm-hmm.
Really, genuinely wanted that job. I think Monken is taking that because he's going to get paid more to do that than he is being an OC up in New York. That's just real.
Honestly,
it's a good opportunity. He gets it. Hey, he's not going to be there long.
Yeah, I think Harbaugh's better off that he doesn't have to deal with Monken. Truthfully. Yeah,
because they didn't seem to like each other by the end of their time in Baltimore. That felt weird that he was going to bring him up to the Giants with him. It felt off the entire time. But, yeah, I mean, just so weird. So bad. And good for Schwartz being like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm out. How about that?
Exactly. Yeah. He should have done that. And I hope he gets a DC job that's going to be better for him in a better organization.
I'll take that. I mean, I don't think anybody... That's the only weird thing with it right now is that I don't think he is still under contract.
Yeah.
And I don't think
there's
he
a lot
can
of weird
just go...
things going on, though. They have to, so a team would have to request to interview him directly, and the Browns can deny it. So if they deny it, he can't do anything.
Right.
He's kind of stuck.
Exactly. So there's that part of it, and he can't just, if he quits, he can't quit and just go somewhere else.
Job. Yeah. That kind of situation.
So it's a weird little situation that they got going on there. That's the only downside for Schwartz there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, the Browns are going to be the Browns.
They are going to be the Browns. Some other small head coaching tidbits to be on the lookout for this weekend is Clint Kubiak is going to Vegas on Saturday to do a second interview in person. If all goes well, it is expected that they make him the next head coach, which is a huge get for Vegas because I did not think he would take that job or necessarily want that job. Because the most appealing thing for that organization right now is the fact that you get the number one pick. That's about it. So,
for someone like Kubiak, looking at Mendoza and Genti, probably not the worst situation.
Yeah.
you could find himself.
You got to fix the O-line, and you need some wide receivers there. But there's a path.
But again, he's shown the ability to take offensive lines and make them look great.
Yeah, that's fair.
And his short amount of time, like, again, I keep saying what he did down in New Orleans last year before everybody got hurt, and then what he's done this year. Like,
yeah,
dude can rebuild your O-line pretty quickly.
Yeah. So
looking forward to that one there. It would be fun, and
see how that
good for Brady getting him in there, because Brady seems to be the one pounding the table for a lot of things going on with his coaching search here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I have no idea what's going on with Arizona, so anyone's guess is as good as mine. So.
Yeah.
Couldn't even
Watch
tell
Belichick get that job out of nowhere.
Hasn't even interviewed for it. I highly doubt that, and I think he might be.
I highly doubt it, but just watch that one be the one, especially now that he got snubbed from the Hall of Fame.
That's another thing. Belichick fell short of the 40 votes needed to get nominated this past week, and a lot of people are confused. Some people say it's because of Spygate, and they are doxing him 1 year for it. People are saying that they voted for him that didn't.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing, was that Bill Polian was a louder voice.
Yeah, his son came out and said that's a lie. My father did vote for him. And then Gary Duloc said he voted for him, and somebody saying Gary Duloc didn't vote for Bill. Just a lot of bad press right now is going on. To the point where the NFL has to come out and say something about it, and that they trust their voters, and that it is what it is, basically. So a lot of bad rap is going on.
Still funny, though.
It's hilarious.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it just feels like something that would
happen.
That would make him want to get very aggressive on getting a job again, even if it is with Arizona or some shit like that.
I just don't think any NFL team wants that personality back. That's all. Plus, he's 70.
Not somebody like that who's going to come in and I want total control of this operation.
Yeah.
Unless, again, it is someone like the Cardinals who have no direction.
Nope. Yeah. Josh
no sense of what they're doing.
In a tight spot there. Go back to Bill or stay in New England.
Yeah, right. What is he going to do?
Weird spot. Oh, I don't know, man.
Also, can we just talk about the hypothetical combination of Bill Belichick and Kyler Murray?
It just would never happen. He'd be like, what is this thing?
That would be amazing. He would so quickly be like, where the hell is Bailey Zappi? Get me my boy. Bailey Zappi and Jimmy G in for a quarterback competition.
He's like, who's the most immobile quarterback in the NFL? I want that guy. Joe Flacco, you say? Come on down.
Phil Rivers.
Oh, you want to play again? 45 years old. Come here.
It comes down to the nice weather. You can retire down here. It's perfect.
Phil's like, I have 13 kids. I can't.
Yeah. Is there anything we missed here?
This weekend is the Pro Bowl stuff. If you want to waste a Sunday watching it, Saturday night, I don't know. I don't partake in it. I don't believe in it. I haven't believed in it in years.
I don't believe in it. It's not real.
It's that if anybody who promotes the fact they're a Pro Bowler prior to the post year like 16, that's fake news to me. I'm so serious. It's not real. It shouldn't be on anybody's Hall of Fame.
No, it's not.
Anymore. Because
no, not anymore. Especially if we're going to throw a fucking Shador in there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's where I was trying to get at.
Yeah. I did hear Nick Wright made a good point about it. He's just like, if you're an alternate, if you're an injury replacement at the Pro Bowl, it doesn't actually count.
Exactly. I saw that as well. It shouldn't count.
for your Pro Bowl, for your Pro Bowls to count to your
you have to be
career,
named initially on the.
You have to be one of the. Yes, you're one of the initial roster. Outside of that, if you're a replacement, because that's probably how Shador got there. Was probably went to Rodgers. He said no. They probably went to who else did we say in the AFC? Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence probably said no.
Just went down the line because there's like 4 other guys that were definitely above him.
Again, we said about this. Like, how did we get here? And then you just go, oh, well, yeah. Why would they want to? Where do they even have it anymore? Is it still in Hawaii? It's not in Hawaii anymore, is it?
No, this year. It was in Orlando for a couple of years. And I think this year it's just in San Fran.
Is it really? What?
It's something. It's
stupid.
In California. I don't know if it's in San Fran, but it's in... They might have had it in Vegas last year.
No, it is.
No. So I think from now on, it's going to be at the same location as the Super Bowl.
Just following the Super Bowl.
Just preceding, not following.
What are they going to try to bait?
Follow.
Teams playing in the Super Bowl to go. What's that?
I don't know. You said following the Super Bowl, so in my head, following the Super Bowl, but follow literally.
Oh, like literally, like they're on its tail.
Yeah.
But just playing beforehand.
Correct. Yeah. It's just like no, but
we got it.
We got there. Yeah. The only other news that you can even talk about is the weirdness in what Sean Payton is moving right now. The man came
he's spiraling.
Out and he outed his quarterback's injury history, which Bo Nix had to be like, no, that's not true. He doesn't know my injury history. And then he threw a tantrum after losing the game and fired his OC, who did pretty well throughout the year. I don't know what's happening in Denver. It seems a bit of a mess. I don't know if they're going to promote Davis Webb now that he's backed out of the head coaching job for Oakland. Or not Oakland, Vegas. It was the Oakland.
Wherever they're from.
But so I don't know what's going on there moving forward. Just something to keep an eye on and what that situation is.
I mean, they'll probably promote him. And then it's Sean Payton. As much as I can say I like him as a coach and as good as he is on the offensive side of the ball, I mean, he is a loose cannon. And there's a reason a lot of people do not like him.
Yeah.
So.
It's fair.
He's just one of those guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just want to.
He's loud. He's cocky. He feels himself, and if something goes wrong, it's not me, it's you.
Yeah, super fair. Yeah, I just wanted to mention all that real quick, just because
none of that really shocked me that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird for sure, but it's also like you go, oh, Sean Payton doing that.
Yeah. Just bad looks for Denver. That's all.
Yeah. No, it's going to be weird. But, they've done a good job with Bo Nix so far. We'll see if they can keep doing it.
Definitely.
You can keep firing guys all you want.
As long as you keep winning games. Yeah.
I don't know. He's not getting any younger. How old is Sean Payton now, actually?
62.
Is he? Just curious. Yeah, 62.
That was a good guess.
Just turned 62.
Literally
a month ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
Got you, world.
Well played.
Well, off that note, I'm gonna ride that high. You got anything else?
No, that's all I got.
All right, let's get out of here.
Sounds good.